Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more action coming from the Formula A World Championship. It's a special one today as we take to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. The site of the first ever Formula 1 Grand Prix, only 8 points are awarded to the winner that day, but today, with 25 points on offer, our 3 title rivals will be scrapping through the field due to yesterday's wet qualifying session in order to try and claim the championship lead. So the iconic Silverstone circuit, built on the site of an RAF airfield, the Northamptonshire circuit is steeped in racing history. 18 corners, 8 to the left and 10 to the right, contesting 10 laps of this 5.8 km circuit, and hopefully it'll be an exciting race from start to finish. Tyre wear has been a problem over the years, look no further than the finish to last year's British Grand Prix, so the teams will need to manage their Pirellis out on the track in order to stand a chance. Moving on now to the starting grid for today's race. Chloe Thomas has her best shot of victory from pole position, and it's Sophie Sevilla alongside her starting this race as the new championship leader. ALEXIA will be looking to claim the points lead back. She starts third, with wet weather maestro Oscar Diaz starting in fourth. On row 3, Max Schmidt racks up Brewers Motorsport's best qualifying result in fifth, with Mick Bolan in sixth, and rookie Nathan DENIAU seventh, and Pascal Becker in eighth, still trying to find his race day form. Will this be the day he finds it today? Liam Turton starts ninth, he'll be looking to close up the 11-point gap to DENIAU in front of him, and it's William Evans starting 10th. DALY starts in 11th, and it's Rico Tanaka in 12th. It seems his better quality performances come in the chaos of wet weather. Milton Verve starts back in 13th after winning in Canada last time out, with Bruno Cabral still alongside him in row 7, and it's Sergio Arbeloa who has it all to do if he wants to keep in the championship hunt, with Mohamed El Hadre not in his best qualifying form. He starts in 16th. Eduardo Melo has been yet to reach the height of his younger teammate. He starts in 17th for XCT, with Scott Price leading his teammate LUCA GATTO. They start 18th and 19th respectively. Eric Turner is yet to register a championship point. He rounds out the top 20. And finally, Lucas Favoroni and Luigi Marchetta bring up the rear of the field on row 11. Two ABBEY Grand Prix cars looking out the front row here at Silverstone. We're getting ready to go for the British Grand Prix. Sophie Sevilla just took the championship lead last round. Can she hold on to it against PERNET? 5 red lights. Lights out and we go underway here at Silverstone. It's a really good start on the left hand side by Sophie Sevilla, who tries to take the lead, going down towards the first corner. PERNET trying to sneak through the middle, going through turn 1. Chloe Thomas gets the edge and pulls away. PERNET follows her through. Up it down into third place goes Sophie Sevilla, the South African. Chloe Thomas, yet to win the Grand Prix this season, is pulled away with the early advantage. She leads PERNET, and then Sophie Sevilla, her teammate, in third place. Good start to the opening few corners by Chloe Thomas. She jumps out to the early lead, and we can still see Oscar Diaz holding on to fourth place there in the XCT. Trying to take another podium finish, go with his race victory in Turkey for a race to go. Pascal Becker looks to the inside of Max Schmidt, and the Fireside car makes his way through. He goes up into 6th place in the British Grand Prix. Next week trying to close down on the actual 76 car, I believe that's Mick Bolan, who's running in 5th place. And here's Chloe Thomas, who run on board with her. She continues to lead here. You're going to have to be wary for moves that ALEXIA could make if she gets close enough. She's got a couple of long straights to in here. Coming back up towards Maggots and Beckett's for the first time this afternoon. Here's Liam Turton here, running 9th, trying to pass Nathan DENIAU. These two are battling for the Rookie of the Year honours so far this season. We're at the halfway stage. It looks like DENIAU has the edge. He's just been scoring more points so far. Turton needs to get past him and try to fight back in that regard. PERNET getting closer and closer as they come down the straight. And here's Max Schmidt still running in 7th in the British CC. Pascal Becker around the outside of Mick Bolan, and that puts him up into 5th place. That's 3 more places gained off this opening lap alone. So very good start for Pascal Becker, sorry. Could this be a return to form for the German? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, his teammate is quite a way down the order, so he's got work to do. It's a dry race today, so I think it'll be made a lot easier. Mohamed El Hadre makes contact with the Jaguar RT behind him. I think that's Scott Price. And we've got Favoroni running just behind them. Eduardo Melo ahead of them. Moving on to lap 2 now, the 10 that make up this Grand Prix. It's still very close between El Hadre and Price. They could potentially battle in a couple of corners or so should Price get close enough once more, unless El Hadre decides to challenge Melo in front of him in a battle for the next place up. Chloe Thomas still showing the way. Half a second separate her and PERNET. That's a decent distance and one she'll want to keep for the remainder of the race. But hopefully for us spectators, hopefully PERNET can get closer and try and make a battle for the lead. Here's Arbeloa though. He started quite way down the order in 15th, and he's working his way up. He gained 4 places on the first lap. So it's been a masterclass of a start to the race for Fireside. They'll be hoping they can continue this run and keep going to try and challenge some more points up, because they're falling back into constructors They're down in third. They're in third place, which is still good, but considering they were the favourites to win the Constructors' Championship right off the bat this season, this isn't really what we would expect them at all. Turton once again trying to pass DENIAU. This is going to get very close. Chloe Thomas still leading the way by 0.4 seconds. Will PERNET get close enough to move this time? Going into the last couple of corners. Look at the mirrors, not close enough. Eduardo Melo runs 15th, run wide slightly. He's made a bit of a mistake there. Cabral pulls away in front of him. Unfortunately, he's got enough of a gap between him and Tanaka behind him to not have any passes made on him or against him. So he remains in his position for the time being, but he'll be looking to close that gap back up to Thornton in front of him. Chloe Thomas sets the fastest lap of the race at 1 minute 34.5. Of course, no points are given for fastest lap, obviously, but if they were, then she'd be in control. Arbeloa still trying to pass Turton for 9th, and there he goes. Arbeloa back up into the points paying position. He's up into 9th place. Here's Eduardo Melo running 15th, still trying to close down on Cabral once again. Not quite close enough. He's still got some work to do in order to get close to that position. Technical position gained and lost in the start of this race. Chloe Thomas has stayed in the lead since the start. PERNET and Sevilla swap places. So PERNET up in second and Sevilla down in third. Oscar Diaz and Nick Milan are still exactly where they started. Pascal Becker's jumped up 3 places, so good start from him. Max Schmidt and Nathan DENIAU haven't had such good starts. They've dropped down 2 places and 1 place respectively. Arbeloa's gained 6 and Milton Verve just moved into the top 10. He's gained 3 places so far in this race. And there's still around 7.5 laps to go in this thing, so it's still anyone's game. And it's still very close up front in the race for the lead. But not close enough for PERNET to try and make any moves on Chloe Thomas in front of her. Of course, as I say, Thomas hasn't actually won a race so far this season. That could be crucial as Arbeloa goes up another place. Very good job by him. And here comes PERNET. Trying to get close. Of course, we saw a very late pass last time out for the victory in Canada, where Milton Verve managed to pass Arbeloa with just about a lap and a half to go. And then speaking of Verve, he's going to around the outside of Nathan DENIAU, and that puts him up into 9th place, I believe. And Nathan DENIAU still very, very close. He could try and make a move. We'll come back to battle later. Sophie Sevilla trying to keep pace with ALEXIA PERNET. Of course, these two are very, very close for the championship so far. Sophie Sevilla recently just took the lead last time out in Canada, and she'll be looking to hold on to that lead. But with PERNET in front of her, that's not going to bode very well for her championship hopes. Of course, she's still got 8 races to go after this one, so all is not lost, even if she was to lose the lead today. It all comes down to how many points she loses if she has to finish behind PERNET. She's still following the Apex machine, but not close enough to get any sort of good slipstream. Still half second between them, and it's about another half second between PERNET and Thomas up front. Very exciting races has been so far. Of course, a wet qualifying yesterday is making for a very exciting race in the dry, because we haven't had a dry racing quite well. We haven't had one since Mugello, but now we're in the dry and the fans are loving it. Always good crowds here in Britain. Again, the top 3 have broken away from the rest of the pack, and it's still Oscar Diaz running in 4th place. Pascal Becker will be looking to change that soon. Bruno Cabral now has Eduardo Melo on the inside, who goes up into 14th place, and here comes, what do you think, that's Momento Hadre. He'll be looking to capitalise, but Cabral doesn't let him in. He have not let anyone in. Chloe Thomas is still showing the way. Oh, here comes Arbeloa now. He's gone around the outside, and he's moved up into 7th place now. And there goes LUCA GATTO off the track, and around he goes. Very nearly saved it just about. If he skid any more, he would have gone into the gravel, perhaps even in the wall and out of the race. And he's still managed to stay on track. He's down into 19th place. He's got both the Morimoto trying to go on the attack, and they're going to try and go on the outside and the inside. And there goes the Morimoto machine of Luigi Marquez trying to get through, but GATTO holds him off successfully. Very good driving from the Italian. ALEXIA PERNET though still running second. Trying to get that championship lead back. We've only had 2 championship leaders so far this season, being just PERNET and Sevilla. PERNET's led for the last 7 laps of the last 6 races of the championship, but since Sophie Sevilla took the lead, she's been desperately hunting down Chloe Thomas in an attempt to get that lead back and perhaps even the lead in the championship should she finish high enough. Here's Lucas Favarani in the Active 76 car. Trying to close down on, I believe that's Scott Price, because GATTO is quite way behind both of those other guys in the back, with Turner, Tanaka and Marchetto. So Favarani will be looking in front of him at the battle between Scott Price and Bruno Cabral, hoping that he can take advantage should the 2 of them slip up. Sophie Sevilla still running in 3rd place, PERNET getting extremely close to the back of the ABBEY Grand Prix machine in the lead. That's Chloe Thomas, and we could see a move for the lead coming on. Here comes Scott Price to the inside of Cabral. Makes the pass up into 16th place. Very good driving there. We go forward. Battle for the lead. Chloe Thomas still holding off ALEXIA PERNET, who's still getting quite close. So PERNET definitely gone on the attack. Thomas watching her mirrors. We reached the halfway mark of this race, and it's still Chloe Thomas. She's led the entire way so far, and she remains in the lead with 5 laps to go. Fafarani looking again to try and pass Cabral. Was very close to contact there, but up the inside he goes, and that puts him up into, I think that's 17th place, and he's trying to go for GATTO. Trying to go for Scott Price as well. Sorry, got the names confused. ALEXIA PERNET still chasing, trying to find something that will give her a better run or a better exit out of the corner, or just gain more time down the straights. Is William Evans running in the 13th position? He is running quite high today, as opposed to where he normally runs. Of course, last time out, durability issues cost him, and his double time with ABBEY Academy. They're trying to fight back from that, but with DENIAU filling up the points, and Evans running 30 is. Nope, DENIAU, sorry, is still in the points. He's still running in 10th place. Joe Daly's closing him down though, and Liam Turton's trying to close up to Daly. Of course, this is his home race. He's trying to do well in front of the home crowd. The highest running Brit at the moment is Milton Verve, who runs 7th right now, so not the best of days for the home fans. They'll be hoping for something a bit more next time we come here to Silverstone, or to any British track that Formula A may visit in the future. Of course, yes, not very good for Verve right now. He's still looking to try and close up to Arbeloa. He may have to follow through. Here comes Alhadro trying to pass William Evans, who's fallen to 14th now and been passed by Eduardo Melo, who's been on a charge since this race started. He's really going for it. Alhadro has a really good chance to attack coming out of the chicane and into one of the longest straights on the circuit. He's coming very close now. He pulls out to the left-hand side, looking to make that move. We'll come back to that battle. It's still Sophie Zavia running in 3rd place, trying to close down the 2 leaders. She's sort of fallen away now, so she hasn't got much chance left in it. Got Price moving around the outside of William Evans, going into the corner that El Hadre found his way past. Got Price to capitalise, but cannot get in there. So unfortunately for him, but he'll keep trying. The gap still remaining about the same between PERNET, Thomas and Sevilla in the top 3. Look at the positions gained and lost now from this race. Of course, the top 4 remains unchanged since we last looked at the graph. Pascal Becker's gained 3 places, Arbeloa has gained 9, Verve has gained 6, Mick Wallan has lost 2, Max Schmidt has lost 4, and Nathan Gagnon has lost 3, but still finds himself in the points. Arbeloa slowly catching Pascal Becker, and if I was the German, I'd be getting a bit worried here, because if my teammate was able to start down in 15th and still manage to beat me at the end of the day, then I'd be getting worried. Arbeloa definitely still has a chance to make the pass, but yeah, he's still got 3 laps to go. This could Gagnon's way. And half a second is still all that separates Thomas from PERNET. So we watch in our mirrors should the Apex driver get close enough. So she'll try to take her first victory of the season. With the last chicane to come. 3 more laps to go. And the late race nerves could kick in because Chloe Thomas has yet to be in this situation so far this season, 8 races in. We've brought the gap up to 0.7 seconds. So we are closing in a little bit more. We could be seeing the 2 championship leaders tussle on the circuit. The yellow flags are out, and it's Luigi Marchetta who's pulled over. It looks like the race is over for him. We're not quite sure why. But yep, the marshal's pushing his car away. A transmission issue strikes again on these Formula A cars and puts Marchetta out of the Grand Prix. The race is over for him. Thomas is not focusing on that, has extended her lead to almost a second now. She maybe wanted to end this race now. We're just over 2.5 laps to go. PERNET still trying to stay in the fight, but Thomas is pulling away. You can see how much further away she's getting now. There's nothing the Frenchwoman can do about it. Through the right-hander. Instead, just be focusing on what's going on behind her, because Sophie Zavia is very close now as they come through the chicanes. Very, very smooth from the Spaniard. She's been looking to try and capitalise here if she can get a good exit. She's staying right with PERNET, and she's getting close. Here we go, a battle between the championship leaders on the racetrack. Sevilla trying to go for the outside, can't quite get in there. Has to readjust her line and stays behind PERNET, but could have a go in the next couple of laps. She's only got 2 more laps left to do it. Chloe Thomas not focusing on this as she's heading for victory should she stay where she is. Here's Nathan DENIAU still running in 10th. He's got 1.3 seconds from DALY in front of him. And there's Max Schmidt in 9th. About to deliver some more points for Ruse. He's had a decent season given his machinery. So we're hoping to continue this form into the second half of the season. Below incredibly close now. Pascal Becker has been closing in bit by bit. And could even take 4th if he really gets the hammer down. And Verve will look to capitalise on both cars. Try and get Apex some more points in the standings. Sophie Sevilla now, she's still within half a second. All she's got to do is stay close. She has a good chance on one of the longest straights on the circuit. You see how close she is compared to a couple of laps ago. Chloe Thomas still pulling away at the front. Right on board with her here as we come through the second sector of the track. Sevilla now trying to go for a move, but not quite close enough. She gets shut off by PERNET, but she's still right within touching distance of the Apex machine. We could try and capitalise and take 2nd place away. She's a lot closer this time than she was last time. She looks to the left-hand side, pulling out to the outside. PERNET trying to shut her off, but she's there. Sophie Sevilla can go around the outside. PERNET has the edge on the inside, and she'll hold on to 2nd place for the time being. And Sevilla has lost her footing, has to get back on the pedal in order to stay within close distance of PERNET. As Chloe Thomas now rounds the final corner to begin the last lap of the British Grand Prix. Still PERNET in 2nd. Final lap, 1 more lap to go, half a second separating the 2 of them now. Still close enough for Sevilla to do something about it. Verve was trying to make a move on Arbeloa, but couldn't quite make the pass in front of his home fans. He's got 1 more lap to try and do so. He's been following Arbeloa for the entire race. This is what we want to see. We want to see some last lap battle on the track. But it still looks like Chloe Thomas is heading for that victory. Monaco running 21st, no chance of any lap traffic getting in the way. Thomas is in the lead of about a second now, and she's still in complete control of this race as she has from the start. A complete masterclass this race has been from her, and I don't see anyone who deserves to win the race more. She got away on the start, and that's all she needed to do, and that's why she's on course for victory with just about half a lap to go. So Sevilla's fallen away a little bit more now as the focus continues with the battle for P5. And here comes Arbeloa trying to capitalise now. He pulls out to the right hand side, and this could get close between these 2 cars. And there goes Arbeloa, who slows up, and that could allow Milton Verve to capitalise on the mistake. Arbeloa's going again. Becker shuts him off. Here comes Verve up the inside, and Milton Verve jumps up into P6. What a move there, and Becker's still holding on to 5th place. He's pulled away, and Sophie Sevilla has nothing left for ALEXIA PERNET, who also has nothing left for Chloe Thomas, who's rounding the last couple of corners now to take her first win of the season here at Silverstone. The South African Chloe Thomas wins the British Grand Prix. Round number 8 of the championship goes to ABBEY Grand Prix, who take the lead back in the Constructors' Championship. The 2nd place goes to ALEXIA PERNET, 3rd Sophie Sevilla. Oscar Diaz had a quiet race, he takes P4, and Pascal Becker in a return to form takes P5. Verve manages to get Arbeloa on the last lap, who couldn't do anything about it. He finishes 7th. William finishes 8th. Max Schmidt in 9th, and Nathan DENIAU will get 1 more point to his tally. He finishes in 10th place. Exciting race all round, but Chloe Thomas held the lead from start to finish, and she is your deserving winner today. Congratulations to her. What a race here at Silverstone. Well, that was an absolutely fantastic British Grand Prix. Let's have a look at the final results from today. So Chloe Thomas wins the race, ALEXIA PERNET came in 2nd, and Sophie Sevilla rounding out the podium, and that should close up the championship. A good deal between the Frenchman and the Spaniard. Oscar Diaz finishes 4th, Pascal Becker holds on for 5th place, with Milton Verve passing Sergio Arbeloa, and on the final lap to take 6th place. And you've got a feel down at the bottom of the table for Morimoto, who finished in the bottom 2 once again, with Luigi Marquez retiring due to a transmission issue. Take a look at the Drivers' Championship now, and things are now completely tied up between Sophie Sevilla and ALEXIA PERNET, with Arbeloa dropping down to being 13 points back from the 2 leaders. Chloe Thomas drops back up into 4th over Verve, with race victory today, so we'll have to wait until the next round to see who takes the lead in the championship for good. Look at the Constructors' Championship now. Abbey Grand Prix extend their lead at the top of the championship to 12 points, with Fireside still a good 50 or so points back. That's probably more than that. I don't count it. They need to get the hammer down if they really want a chance to win the Constructors' Championship this season. That is the end of today's British Grand Prix. I hope you've enjoyed it, and make sure to join us next time for the next Grand Prix in the season. Until then, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and watch the playlist if you haven't started watching that already. So until next time, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next race. Goodbye, everyone.